I came by Rubey, and thank you for stopping by. First, I just want to start it off with thank you to all the new subscribers, everybody that's been with me from the beginning, and those that are coming along the journey. I wish you many blessings on whatever you try to achieve. Today's a good one. This one today is self-mastery. Self-mastery. I wrote down so many things on like I always do, the small envelopes. I had a box and I've just been writing on them, and it's been working. It's just enough of what I need. So let's get into the point at hand. We're going to hit some definitions of self-mastery. Then I kind of want to put it all together and how you can make it work for yourself and spiritually. And like I always say, take what you can from these videos, use what you can, discard the rest, and make it work for you. And always don't forget, wisdom is a two-way street, not one way. The more we could pass on and you give some, I get some, we can enlighten and bring each other up. That's what we got to do. All right, so let's get into this. So a little bit of a description that I wrote, because you know I like to do the parables and poetry. Man or woman, woman or man, we're all as equal on the spiritual realm. Mostly of oneself should always be the master plan. So master of oneself should always be the master plan. So what I was saying was that man or woman, woman or man, or whatever you are or you believe you are, doesn't matter, because on the spiritual realm, we're all as one, right? Now, to get to that point, you have to learn self-mastery of being one within yourself. And that's hard, because that would take you to look into that mirror and really stare at yourself and see all the faults you have and where can you start and working on yourself. That is self-mastery right there. If I had to tell you anything, and to be any type of teacher or whatever you want to be, even a spiritual teacher, maybe you want to get into this. You have to, in order to be that master teacher, you need to master what? Yourself first. Because that, if you can't do that, then you can't even start to begin, like I said in the past video. And that one which we hit was spiritual warfare. We talked about faith, which will go into your one self, right? That way, once you have that faith and belief in yourself, then to get on the next step of self-mastery is going to blend itself into that, because it's really going to be a focal point that you can hit on the nail what it is you want to achieve. Keep knocking them out one by one, all your faults, until you get to the point where your mind is cleansed and clear. And this is not to say that, like I say in many videos, no one's perfect. You're going to have days that you're going to be off, and you might have weeks or times that things are just not going well. But the thing is to never stop. All right, so now self. A person's essential being that distinguishes them from others, especially considered the object of introspection or action within itself. So, you have in there self, distinguishing from others, especially what? Looking within. You have introspective, that itself is just always looking within yourself to reevaluate yourself through all versions of your life, meaning that all your ups and downs and your good times, your bad times, how do you look at them and what do you get out of them? You get a positive outcome or negative? Think about that. Now, the next thing is mastery. Mastery, the knowledge or skill in a subject, an accomplishment. Control over someone or something. I like that one. And why? Oh, I wrote it down because control of, look at that, of someone or something, right? So for self-mastery, you have to have control of what? Yourself in all aspects. Through anger, through resentment, through, if you have anything of jealousy, through, oh, it could go on and on the list, right? All these things, you have to have what? Self-control. You don't let them bother you. Then they become a thing of the past. And once they're a thing of the past, they're not even a thought within this mind. And then you have that what? And everything in all types of religion, there's always like a holy trinity or whatever you may believe. The Father, Son, Holy Spirit for like Catholics. I'm sure all of them do. Even in spirituality, mind, body, and spirit as one. When things are aligned, things run right, right? Just like anything in life, if you're off alignment, it's not going to run right, and you're going to be imbalanced in your life, in your work, or whatever you do. So we did self. We did some definitions. We did definitions of mastery. And also what I wrote in here, I went a little bit deeper when we were talking about self, how it distinguishes. And underneath distinguish, it said perceive or discern. To discern really what it is you're trying to achieve within your life. And to self-master yourself is to first know where you're going. It was like if someone came to me and say, hey, I want to do this, Rube, how do I do this? How do I do that? And how would I do that? I Can by Rubey. And I say to them, okay, well, what's your plan? What are your first steps? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to focus on? What have you done so far? What do you plan on doing? And what did you learn from what worked and what not? And if you can't answer all these questions on a whim, you didn't even start to have what? Self-mastery, because you don't have a master plan in place yet. Now, this plan has to be also, I would say, flexible within your life. And the one thing I know you're not going to want to hear, but I Can by Rubey has to say it. Self-mastery, I learned myself, is an ongoing process for the rest of your life. Think about it, right? You have a priest. He doesn't say one day, you know what, I'm done. That's it. Self-mastery, I got this. And just walks away, right? No, they usually stay. They retire for life. A monk who might be a teacher or a master teacher, whoever it may be, a guru, right? The list can go on and on. A rabbi. I mean, you have it in all religions, right? They keep going. You know why? Because they're trying to fulfill that self-mastery of oneself and being within everything as one. When you can see the beauty in everything, not judge nothing, and not let anything within this material world affect you, which is really hard, that, man, you're already on that point of that self-mastery. This is a great topic. I'm going to go into it a lot more, just like I said with the spiritual warfare, because who knows, something might go out. I might try a new technique, and then I might want to get that information out. But the same thing with you. Keep learning whatever you want to learn. And out of anything, I hope that you just keep evolving yourself spiritually, keep raising that vibrational frequency higher, and be the best version of yourself. So, hey, start that master plan. You know what you got to achieve, self-mastery. Take care, everyone.